serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. A give to Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Showing off the arm. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So wait for his offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The sure hands, it's Davis. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Clark. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. The Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Demon Deacons! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick. offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the pick.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple yards.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Again, it's Brown. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
Fourth down coming up.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Reed. across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Try the right side with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All with these defenses nowadays is and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. He's loose. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hernandez. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Picks up the 1st down. Might have a chance. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown!
big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 10 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coach Dickert told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Off play action. Bring in the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Gets away from one, finds room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hernandez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got the first down himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Sliding to his left. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Finds his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Got out of trouble and throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Wake Forest. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. You know, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. And it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Breaks into the open. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to...
Maybe a crease. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time he wants to throw. They're working that left side. Runs through a man. He might have space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his end zone, and a very good kick here. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off for Brown. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Cardinals are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Ready to fire from the pistol. Was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And he's knocked down. fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Clark. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Oh, they're after him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wideout. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll send the back in motion. Makes a grab and room to run. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. 1st down here for the offense. And they'll take a knee.
And a nice day, nice win, run the rest of this clock out. This team getting to 3-1 is important. Your dreams are still ahead of you. A lot of football to be played. Nice job starting the season 3-1.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do.